Good morning friends, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. This is my 127th video. Now we will discuss another Governor General, word by word as per the law written. Government General Order dated 7th May 1838. The various orders in force in this presidency in regard to the occupation of ground and the disposal of premises or buildings within the limits of military cantonment are rescinded and the following regulations substituted. Regulation number 1. All applications for unoccupied grounds for the purpose of being enclosed, built upon, or in any way appropriated to private purpose within the limits of a military cantonment are in the first instance to be made to the commanding officer of the station through the usual channel, and in no case are the boundaries of compounds to be changed. Old roads closed or new ones opened without the sanction of the commanding officer. Regulation number 2. As the health and comfort of troops are the paramount considerations to which all others must give away, the commanding officer will be held responsible that no ground is occupied in any way calculated to be injurious to either or to the appearance of the cantonment, and in forwarding any application for grant he must certify that it is not objectionable in those or any other respects. Regulation number 3. When no objection occurs, the application is to be forwarded through the prescribed channel by the commanding officer to the station to the Quartermaster General of the Army, who, if the Commander-in-Chief approves, will submit it for the orders of government. All such applications are to be made according to the annexed forms. Regulation 4. Permission to occupy ground in a military cantonment confers no proprietary rights on the occupant. It continues the property of the state and resumable at a pleasure of government, but in all practicable cases 1 month notice of resumption will be given, and the value of all buildings which may have been erected thereupon as estimated by a committee will be paid to the owner. Regulation number 5. Houses or other property situated on such ground may be transferred by one officer to another without restriction beyond the permission of a local commanding officer to the purchaser to live in a particular quarter or section of the cantonment. Recourse being had in case of dispute to a committee of arbitration whose decision shall be binding on both parties. Regulation number 6. Whenever the commanding officer at a station shall deem it necessary for public service or for the accommodation of the officer or soldiers at that station to take possession of any house occupied within the cantonment by a person not being an officer or a soldier of the forces at such station, the occupant shall receive the full value of such house as a building, and in case of its being intended to keep up such house, it shall be at the option of the previous occupant to claim either its full value as purchase or a fair rent for the occupation of the same. The rent or value in the above case is to be determined by the Committee of Arbitration. Regulation number 7. When houses of the officers of one corps are to be transferred to those of another as an occasion of relief, if a difference of opinion should arise As to the terms of transfer, the price shall be fixed by a committee of arbitration. Regulation number 8. Committee of arbitration assembled under this order are to be composed of 5 officers having no interest in the subject of reference. In all practicable cases, the officer commanding the cantonment should preside, and an officer of the quartermaster general department and of the engineers it present should be ordered to assist. The decision of such committee is to be final. Regulation number 9. In all cases where houses occupied by a person not being an officer or soldier of the forces at that station are taken possession of as above mentioned, care shall be taken to consult the advantage and convenience of the occupant as far as the exigency of the cases and the public interest will permit, and the committee of arbitration appointed to fix the value or rent of such house shall take fully into their consideration all the circumstances of the case and any representation made by or on behalf of the occupants before they make their award, and the proceedings of the committee shall be submitted to His Excellency the Commander-in-Chief, who may direct a revision by the same or any other committee if he thinks proper, and no award of any committee shall be carried into effect until it shall have received His Excellency's sanction and appropriation. Thank you. This is the complete Governor General Order of 1838. Good day.